It's not in her best interest to talk about what you should consider or other questions you should consider before you buy clothes, because this is an advertisement. You cannot call something an essential that you've never used. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the aesthetics or the functionality. This was designed to get you to spend more money. I don't want to be the kind of person who is on my phone so much, out in the sun, at the beach or the pool, where I feel like I need some kind of protection so I could use it more. It's content like this, it's thought processes like this that are part of the mechanism that entice us to buy more clothes and wear them less. Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to even more Amazon must-have videos. About a month ago, I reacted to Amazon must-haves. Today, we're going to be looking at more videos, but we're going to be talking about summer. This is going to be the summer edition. So we're going to be looking at stuff for hot weather, the pool, the beach, perhaps some road trip stuff. You know, we'll see how much time we have. Kind of like last time, some videos might have like one product mentioned, others might have several, and we might talk about things thematically or specific products, just kind of. So what I'm trying to say is that some of my comments are about specific products. Other things are going to be about like the language somebody uses to describe them and talk about things. And we're just going to get started. So this first video is called Viral Amazon Summer Favorites. So she's not using the Amazon must-have. She's using summer favorites. These videos look very similar to each other. And like when we look at this stuff, like in this front screenshot, this is the cover for this. Nothing in here really says must have. So that's kind of why I appreciate it. But when we look at the content of these videos, the favorites and the must-haves are treated very similarly. The language of the must-haves just tends to be much more stronger, you need this. Like you couldn't live your life without this kind of thing. This is just kind of like the scaled back version, and she's also sharing it with similar intentions as the must-have videos. This is just like another clickbaity type of title to get people interested in these products. So they are doing similar things. And when we look at the hashtags, we're relying on similar hashtags. Amazon Summer Finds, Amazon Summer Essentials, Amazon Beach Essentials, Amazon Beach Must-Haves. So this isn't like a principled thing. I think this is more like, which of these two categories might this fit? What's trending right now? So let's watch this.
My favorite viral Amazon summer finds. Kicking things off with this fun neutral float that has a built-in cup holder. And I love the mini air pump I use to inflate and deflate it with. This is the bag of the summer. It fits so...
Okay, I have to stop it right there. I do appreciate the beach pump, and I feel like if you are somebody who does actually use floaties at the beach or inflatable tools, inflatables, beach or pool, that is useful, and it's super compact. My partner and I have one that's like the physical pump, which, you know, if it's working fine, I don't need to replace it, but it does take up a lot of space. So I can appreciate that. And I can also appreciate the, you know, the favorites thing. I can see that. I can see it. The thing that really kind of sparked me personally about this video is the language of this bag. She says this is the bag of the summer. This language of the bag of the summer is what I want to touch on, because there's a lot of stuff that gets talked about this way. Like the shoe of the summer, the song of the summer. That's not as bad because, you know, like songs, you don't need to purchase them. You can listen to them for free. But we're so used to hearing the blank of the summer. Like this is the trendy thing in this category that I brought up the song because it's just kind of part of the zeitgeist, if you will, like how we talk about things culturally, perhaps in North America. This is the blank of the summer. And so we're so used to hearing this kind of language. It steeps into our own vocabulary. And then we also see things through this lens. You don't have to, but we can see things through this lens. This is the bag of the summer. This is the, I'm still recording. This is the bag of the summer. These are the sandals of the summer. This is the hair color of the summer. This is the top of the summer, the skirt of the summer, the dress of the summer. You get it? And so people talk about this stuff to imply this thing is so hot, it's so trendy, therefore you need to buy it. It's a selling tactic. But it's more than just a selling tactic because of how embedded this language is in our own vocabulary, and if not our own, in our cultural vocabulary. If you're somebody who is, let's say, looking for a new item, in this case, it's the beach bag. So if you are in the market for a new beach bag, this one might be the perfect one for you. I talked about a similar one in my previous video. And I think my opinion was the minority about this beach bag. Everybody loved that kind of, I think it was a Simple Human beach bag. It was similar, like that rubbery, plasticky kind of material. If you're in the market for a new beach bag, this might be one that works for you. However, do not let something that has the title of the blank of the summer be the thing that sells you. Because this might be the trendiest, most purchased beach bag out there. It could truly be the number one most favorite, amazing beach bag in the world. Doesn't mean it's for you. And sometimes we can let the hype of something and the popularity of something tell us that this thing has meaning and merit for our own lives. And that is not always the case. And also, if you don't need a new beach bag, don't let something being the thing of the summer entice you to buy it. It's also a way for us to think about something with a finite window of time, for it to be more ephemeral. We don't want to think about a lot of what we buy as ephemeral, as something to be around for a short period of time, or only think about the here and now, at least for me. And when I'm buying something, whether it's a beach bag or a shirt, I want to think about the longevity of the thing. Could I use this beach bag long term? Could I use it for years to come? And buying something because it's trendy or popular or the bag of the summer doesn't mean it inherently hits those criteria. And it's one of the ways that gets us thinking about things ephemerally, or about things as short pockets of time. Or just thinking about the here and the now and what we might want today, what might work for us today, what might be trendy today. Okay, we're going to continue watching.
You can customize it to however you want. The quality is unmatched. Grab a cute bag like this for all your beach necessities, like your sunscreen, your towel clips, anything else that you have to store. This is a 2-in-1 cake stand and charcuterie board. It's a perfect thing to grab when you want to bring something to one of your summer events. And this nice top makes it look so much nicer. Probably my favorite find is this.
Okay, I'm pausing it again. We're not even halfway through. When it comes to other things like that beach bag, what I've found is that a lot of these channels or these accounts that are these Amazon accounts, you see the same stuff bought and shown time and time again. So you watch enough of these, you're going to start seeing the same products appear in these different channels. We saw the snack bag. We've seen that already on this, like in Amazon must-have videos or in other videos on this channel, at least 2 times. It's made at least 2 other appearances. I've seen that bag multiple times. I've seen those towel clips multiple times. I've seen that face powder multiple times, the Solar Buddy tons of times. And what can happen is you might watch this video and you might not be enticed by any of this stuff. And you might just scroll on past. But if this video happened to be the 7th time you saw the cooler, or the 7th time you saw the snack bag or the beach bag, that, you know, that like little pouch, I think this one said beach on it, you might finally go, oh, yeah, actually, I think that's really cute. The first time you watch it, you might just pass through because you don't need a clear makeup bag or a clear snack bag. But then you see enough people using that clear snack bag, and all of these initial things you didn't think about, or these initial reasons to brush it off, you're not thinking about them anymore. And now it's just the aesthetics, or seeing something appear so many times, you finally go, oh, I think I could use that. I think I need that. I think I want that. Buying something simply because it's cute is not an assessment of need. You don't need to have a need for every single thing in your life. However, I think thinking through that lens allows the majority of our possessions to have a need behind them. That's at least how I want to think. But if we're just buying things because they're cute, that means that no assessments of needs are being done majority of the time. It's fine. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's fine if not every purchase meets an assessment of need. But if we're never thinking of need, or we are rarely thinking of need, then we will rarely buy things out of need. And we will buy things because of these other reasons. Okay, let's keep going.
Stanley lunch tote, which would be perfect for taking all your favorite snacks and drinks to the beach. Perfect for taking on vacation, on the boat, anywhere this summer. I've had this viral 2-in-1 outdoor cooler side table for a year now. It is one of my absolute favorite purchases I've ever made on Amazon. It is the best thing for hosting. I am loving this new Stanley cooler. It is so cute. You can fit all your favorite snacks and drinks. It's perfect for a day on the boat or taking to the beach. Prevent sunburns and make putting sunscreen on your kids so much easier with this sunscreen applicator. Definitely a summer must. Don't like dealing with wet clothes and swimsuits. Use this wet bag to store them all. I will be using this Hydro Jug so much this summer because I don't have to worry about my water spilling in my bag. This is actually a rattan insulated cooler bag. It is so great for a beach picnic. I'll be using this Stanley ice mold maker all summer long. It keeps your ice cooler for longer and your ice fits perfect. You can also add fruit to the molds to make your water taste really good. Lastly, this is a super lightweight towel that fits into a bag. Allows you to quickly dry off and the sand comes right off it.
Okay, so that's the whole TikTok. I thought that there might have been a sponsorship in here, but there actually wasn't. We are going to talk, or you will see a couple of the other products from this video kind of mentioned throughout. And this video, I felt like was just like a really good way to introduce you to what is very popular this summer and what the girlies are loving, what people are loving for the beach, and what is ultimately being sold. Because even though all of this stuff is aesthetic, if you'll notice, everything in her video is like beige and pink. And so she's curated this aesthetic, well, this beach aesthetic, right? This beige and pink beach aesthetic, which goes into selling you this stuff. And so if you were to find any of this useful, helpful, desirable, you're not buying her entire beach setup. You're not buying her life. You're buying the floaty, or you're buying the cooler. Or I think 4 coolers were sold to us. Four coolers were sold to us in this video, and they were all spoken about the same thing. We'll get to that in a second. So this aesthetic is used to sell us, and so we find things aesthetic, only to then when we buy in our lives, we're not having this aesthetic life. This is not what our lives look like in reality. If I were to buy any of those things, I don't have a beige beach aesthetic. My towel is bright red. I have like one beach towel. It's bright red. You know, like my life's not going to look like that. So don't let these aesthetic lives sell you on beach stuff. And then the coolers. We were sold 4 coolers in this video. I personally don't think that the majority of people need 4 coolers. 3 of the coolers were for like bringing elsewhere. 1 of the coolers was for like using at home. Like to me, when we talk about all of these coolers being spoken about in the exact same way, and then all of them being featured in a favorites video, just kind of implies that an average person kind of needs 4 coolers. Like if you want to live your life in the summer by the beach, 4 coolers is where it's at. Like that's totally normal to own 4 coolers. And whenever I talk about quantity of stuff, I always have people in my comments being like, well, my family, this. If you are a family of 6, 12, 24, like that's fine. If you are a large family that needs more stuff, I have no gripe with you. I have no qualms with you. You know, keep doing you. But when you have an average family, or even 2 people, 3 people, you don't need 4 coolers. 4 coolers are shown. So you will hopefully buy one of them. So you will hopefully look through this video and go, you know what? I actually think this one will be the one for me. Or maybe I'll get 2 of these ones. 4 are mentioned in order to sell you one. Okay, let's now talk about this bag in detail. We're going to watch another reel specifically about this bag. And this one has 1.5 million views on it.
Summer must-haves. If you own a bog bag, which is the famous tip-proof and waterproof beach bags, you need these accessories that snap right onto the bag and make your summer so much easier. First are these divider trays that can be used vertically to separate the items in your bag, or you can use them horizontally as a snack tray. They're extremely sturdy and come in a pack of 2. And next, I found a cup holder that perfectly holds your drink, a phone holder that makes it really easy to find and grab it when you need it, and a bottle opener because you just never know.
Okay, so this creator does have like an Amazon series, and the front of all of her videos are her partner, and then they've like recently in the past year have had a child. So it was just them 2, and now all 3 of them like show up in the beginning of each of her videos. And I'm going to blur that out or potentially cut that out depending on my editing skills, because we don't need to show children on the internet. Like, I don't need to show her child. I don't fully understand the reason why we are showing her family before each and every video. I think the intention is to like make it clear to the viewer that her recommendations are for people like her, like people who have families like her, or that her recommendations are family friendly. I feel like that's the intention. I personally don't love showing children on the internet. We're going to move past that. The reason why I showed you this bag is because this is a money pit, in a sense. A very small, like, microcosm of a money pit. Because you buy the bag, right? People are like, bag of the summer. This is so cute. This is the bag. But then there are also videos like this and so many others like this where it's not good enough to just buy the bag. You now need all of the bag accessories. You need the dividers. You need the phone holder. You need the drink cup holder. Like, you now need all of this other stuff to use the bag. So it's not just about the bag, it's buying all the other stuff. So yes, the creators make money off of the bag, but they also make all this other money off of the accessories of the bag. I do think that many of these creators actually like the bag and find it useful and multifunctional and purposeful. But I don't think you fully realize, if you're just buying the bag, how much other stuff you have to buy in order to use this bag to its full potential. And this bag being designed in this way, these creators aside, this bag was designed specifically to add attachments, to add other things for you to buy and spend more money. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the aesthetics or the functionality. This was designed to get you to spend more money. Well, hello, it's your friendly internet detective here to bring you some information on this freaking bag. So I wanted to know, like, how much would it actually cost you if you bought all the accessories that were mentioned in this video? Lo and behold, this bag is $90. Okay, I didn't even know that it was that. It's $90 for a rubber bag. I went directly to this creator's storefront and I found the exact items that she linked, but she didn't link all of them. So her water bottle holder, her drink holder is $22.95. Her phone holder is $16.95. The dividers weren't linked in her storefront, but I found some 2-pack for $14.95. So without the dividers, we're at $129.90. This is in USD, by the way. $130 plus tax for a bag and 2 accessories. And if you go watch more of these bog bag videos, you'll see so many of them having other accessories like pins on the front and charms on the front. It can be really expensive. Before you know it, you've dumped $130 into a bag, not even buying half of the accessories mentioned. And this is why I call it a money pit. And this creator is showing all of these like cool attachments that you could have with your bag. And they kind of seem useful. The thing you put your drink in, this is not going to be as useful as you think it will be because you're carrying your bag. Like, you're moving around. It's not as stable as you physically holding the drink in your hand. So I don't think that's going to be used as frequently as you might think it would be used. Like if you're drinking cans or things without tops. This cup holder is also only going to hold a specific type of cup or specific size of cup. And the way that this creator talks about it is you need not just this bag, but you need all of these accessories to use the bag. That's just the point. The bag being the money pit is the point. All right, we're gonna do one real quick. This one has 4.6 million views, and hopefully you can see why this video is included.
This is the best thing that I've ever purchased on Amazon. It literally attaches to my phone because I have the magnetic phone, and I can sit tan in the sun and my phone is completely shaded and you can move it around.
I've seen many versions of this being sold or promoted on these TikTok, Amazon must-have videos. You might actually see another one later on. First of all, if something is being plugged as a gadget, that is almost like always a telltale sign that you don't need the thing. Like if something's a kitchen gadget or like a bathroom gadget, it's usually this single use item that is pretty cheap that like does something that's kind of gimmicky. You don't need an umbrella for your phone. You will live if you do not have one. Like so much plastic is being produced for this thing that you will get bored of, that you will forget, that you will just not use again. Like you might use it for a few weeks, one summer maybe, and then you're going to forget about it. This is what happens with these kinds of stuff. And this kind of stuff, like this to me is an example of so many other gadgets like this, where you think it's a good idea in your mind. You think that it's useful, it's cheap, which entices you to buy it. You buy it and you're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And because it functions, it gives you that dopamine hit. Also because you bought it, gives you that dopamine hit. And then you forget about it. And then you go do this exact same type of purchase with something else. Just like to say a couple of more things about this tanning gadget. Number one, there's no such thing as a healthy tan. So like it's cool to be outside, get some vitamin D, go for it. But like tanning is not really good for your skin. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma. Like I want y'all to be protected from the UVA, UVB rays. We don't want skin cancer in this house. Number two, I don't know exactly what you do when you go to the beach or to the pool. So I'm not going to pretend like all our lives are the same. I am of the opinion, this is just me, when you go to the beach or to the pool, those aren't like everyday occurrences for most people. And so when you go to the beach or pool, you want to enjoy the beach or the pool, potentially the people that you're with going to the beach or the pool. So I personally don't want to be on my phone. Like I want to leave my phone in the car. I don't want to be the kind of person who is on my phone so much at the beach or the pool where I feel like I need some kind of protection so I could use it more. Let's now watch one on Amazon sets, like summer sets from Amazon.
3 Amazon sets that you were going to want this summer. And 2 of these sets I already own, but I had to get them in a second color. I'm sure 99% of you have seen this and saw mine from last year, but I loved it so much I got it in this rust orange color. It is the most comfortable set. I also had this set last summer in white, but I had to reorder it. You guys, this yellow color was calling my name, and I just picture this with the perfect tan and some gold jewelry. This last set, you guys, is amazing. The quality is so luxe and comfortable. I can't say enough good things about this. I actually wore these pants with a white tank top and a denim jacket to brunch yesterday. Honestly, if I had to pick, I'd buy them all. Comment AMZ3 to shop.
So one of the reasons why I want to talk about this specific video is that when we talk about, or when we see these Amazon must-have videos, whether it's summer or cars or whatever, usually the clothing stuff kind of makes its way onto a slightly different demographic. Like it's usually in these regular Amazon must-have videos, they usually don't contain clothing, and the ones with clothing kind of tend to be their own separate video. So they could get onto like the fashion TikTok or the Amazon clothing TikTok. They kind of tend to be separate entities, which I find very interesting. And so we haven't really talked about much Amazon clothing in this video. And her sets are cute. Like I'm not knocking the fashion in this because this is going to be somebody's taste. But the language used to describe these sets, and even at the end of the video, if I could pick any of these sets, I'd pick them all. I bought this set last summer, so I needed it in this other color. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Just because you love something in a color doesn't necessitate you buying it in a different color. You love it so much that you want it in another color. right? It's so beautiful or it fits so well that you want it in a different color. You do not need it in the second color. This video is absolutely representative of how people talk about fashion, of how people sell you on stuff. Look at how cute it is. It's so cute, I need it. This is the exact message of this video. These clothes are cute. They're so cute, you need to buy them. Where are literally all of the other considerations? Obviously, considering other things are not in her best interest because this is somehow I ended up on Instagram. It's not in her best interest to talk about what you should consider or other questions you should consider before you buy clothes because this is an advertisement. You're never going to find the Maybelline ad or an Everlane ad or whatever, an H&M ad that you might see on TV. You're not going to see those people be like, hey, or those advertisements, hey, maybe you should consider these factors. How many times could you use it? Do you have a budget for it? We just really easily forget that this stuff is advertisements, or it's easier to forget that this stuff is de facto advertisements. They have a vested interest in us not thinking about our purchases or purchasing stuff simply because it's cute. Yes, when you buy clothes, you should think that they're cute. I would love that for you. And also you are allowed to buy sets too. That's a perfectly acceptable thing to buy. But what I don't think we should be striving for is to factor in trendiness or cuteness without any other kinds of considerations. And I want to give you a stat because, or some information because this fits in right in with here. In 2021, the World Economic Forum identified the fashion industry as the world's third largest polluter. And as this trend cycles accelerates, most of the clothing purchased is only worn 7 times before it's thrown out. Now, I read a couple of studies that averages somewhere around 7 or 7 to 10, if you want to say it. It's content like this, it's thought processes like this that are part of the mechanism that entice us to buy more clothes and wear them less. It's these kinds of videos that contribute to the kinds of results I just mentioned. Okay, next up, we're going to look at this summer must-haves from Amazon video. 3.4 million views. It is a little bit old, but we're still going to watch it because it's still kind of relevant.
3 summer must-haves from Amazon. This little portable razor will save you in the summertime if you're ever on the go and notice that you missed a spot while shaving. There's a little spray bottle, a soap bar, and then 2 little razors inside. And you can throw it in your purse, take it with you to the beach, the pool, whatever, if you notice that you missed a spot and touch up.
So we were just watching it for the first one. This is another example of the relatively cheap gadget that has a function that entices you to buy it, that is novel, and then you stop using eventually. I can totally see people looking at this and being like, wow, this is useful, because her entire comment section is full of people who are like, wow, this is useful. This is a good idea. This is practical. My dudes, this is a $30 travel razor that is bulky as hell, that is like 99.999% plastic. It is attempting to solve a problem that it doesn't need to solve and it's also so impractical. First of all, travel razors exist. If this is truly such a problem for you, travel razors exist. They just exist. This is way bulkier, way more plastic, and on top of that, you can't buy blades for this razor. So whenever you finish the blades in this razor, you have to go buy a new ginormous piece of plastic, regardless of how practical this is. Or if the soap runs out before you dull there's 2 razor attachments in here. You dull both of the razors and you still have soap left. What are you going to do? I think most people are going to throw it out. When we're offered solutions like this and when we don't think about them, we can think things are practical and solving problems when they're really just creating so much waste, or there are better solutions out there. Like, we're in summer now. I missed shaving my legs last week, the week before. It happens. I don't need this $30 device to fix it. And quite frankly, if you're out and about, you might be annoyed for the first 5-10 minutes, but once you start going about your day, you're going to forget about it. And I feel very strongly that no one's going to be like, wow, you missed that spot on your ankle. I can see it. No one, like, you're going to forget. Other people aren't going to notice. Like, it's not a big deal. And if it is something you're worried about, like, we already have better solutions. Next up, we're going to look at a travel find video, because a lot of people do tend to travel in the summer. So that's kind of like it's summer adjacent. So let's watch. It has 1.7 million views.
Here's everything I got on Amazon for my trip to Greece. First, we have this little passport holder. How cute is this, you guys? This comes in multiple colors. It's gonna fit everything I need all in one place so that I'm like hands-free at the airport. I have been wanting packing cubes forever, so I pulled the trigger. These are super cute little beige ones. They just keep you very organized in your suitcase. If you have a long trip coming up, I highly recommend. This is a little adapter that plugs in to the TV on the airplane that's gonna connect to your headphones wirelessly. So cool. My friend Molly told me about this and I'm very excited to try it on this flight. European plug adapters, because you can't plug anything in without these. Cavedon got this travel pillow. I don't know. I will keep you posted. We will see. I got a new phone case from Casetify so that my phone is totally protected while I'm traveling, and then a couple new screen protectors because mine were broken. Okay, and then I got a really cute little fun one. Lastly, this little mini backpack I am so obsessed with already. Has such good compartments on the inside, zipper and two sides, magnet close. I thought the color was so cute. Like, I will be wearing this for day trips, in the airport, everything. I'll include everything, including outfit ideas and stuff that I'm packing that I got on Amazon on my storefront. I'll have a list called Travel Essentials for you.
Okay, so there are about 8 things in this video that she showcased. 2 of them I would qualify as essentials. The travel adapter and her phone, like her screen protector. Because she said hers is broken. So those 2, I would be like, yeah, okay, I get it. I see it. Everything else is not an essential. Like packing cubes, useful, not an essential. She has other things in here that have a use value to them, but they are not essential. And the title of this is Amazon Travel Essentials. And then in the description, it's Amazon Travel Essentials, everything I'm bringing to Greece and using to pack on the plane. What did I miss? So she is selling us stuff, as we've already seen by the end of the video, saying it's all going to be linked in her storefront. She's selling us stuff that she's never used. She's calling stuff essentials that she's never used. You cannot call something an essential that you've never used. You can't do it. You have no idea. Let's say we all agree that a neck pillow was absolutely essential. Doesn't mean this version is. That's also part of the point. The backpack. To me, this feels like, I bet you, we have a backpack we could use already. We're buying this because it's cute and we want to buy something for our European vacation. Not an essential. Passport holder. Not an essential. Like your passport, it doesn't need a holder. It functions without one. We're buying a passport holder primarily for aesthetic reasons. And I guess maybe I'm just like in the minority on this. I personally don't understand the passport holder, only because in my mind, the passport holder is useful for air travel time only, or your travel time only. So once you get to your destination, you no longer need a passport holder, because are you really going to bring your passport with you while you're out and about traveling? There may be countries where that's necessary. I'm not a world traveler. Just leave them in their room, or if their room has a lockbox, you leave it in your lockbox and then you take it out when you travel again on your way home. I don't know, maybe I'm the minority here. If you were traveling and you need a passport to travel, do you take your passport with you every day while you're traveling and use your passport holder with your passport in it as your wallet? Because in my mind, you just use your wallet and you leave your passport in your hotel or your accommodation so you don't lose it, so you can travel back home. So, I don't know. Y'all need to weigh in the comments. Either way, I'm getting hung up on this. Okay, we're gonna watch now 2 TikToks by the same person, and I want you to guess what I'm gonna talk about, because these 2 are in a conversation, in my opinion. So these were both made within about 2 months of each other. The first one we're gonna watch has 1.2 million views. The second one is 2.4 million views.
Amazon Beach must-have. If you hate the feeling of sticky sand on your skin, you need to try this sand screen. Just gently wipe it and it easily takes off the sand from your hands, feet, legs, and more. It leaves your skin feeling super soft, clean, and sand-free, of course.
Amazon Beach must-have. If you are heading to the beach, then you need this gadget. It is a portable shower head that attaches right onto your water bottle. Then just squeeze the bottle to wash all of the sand off. Perfect for getting sand off of you after a long day at the beach.
These are actually made closer together than I thought. One was in March 1st.
Amazon Beach
And the other one was March 4th. They're like 2 days apart, 3 days apart. I, for whatever reason, thought it was months apart. So these are both Amazon Beach must-haves that do the exact same thing. And this creator is selling you 2 different solutions to the same problem. To me, this just reinforces that these Amazon pages are just sales pages because they will sell you the same solution over and over again. And arguably, people could say like, well, I don't use plastic water bottles. I don't bring plastic water bottles to the beach. So then you can use the sand screen. So she's giving solutions to problems that, like, you have a hand, you have a towel. Like, both of those things are solutions that we don't need to buy stuff for, let alone like cheap plastic gadgets. And this isn't the first time that this creator has done this. She's done Amazon summer must-haves with different types of like water balloons as an example, reusable water balloons. There's 2 videos of that from the same year. And these are both also like the title of the ones we just watched, Amazon Beach must-haves. We're talking about 2 of the exact same things as a must-have. And also in my previous video when I featured the sand screen, somebody mentioned cornstarch in a sock. That is pretty close to free 99. We're going to look at this one from 2022. It has 1.3 million views. And this is one that is still being plugged by creators today. And sometimes what I've noticed is people will kind of act like they've just discovered a product. Like people in 2024 plugging this thing when people have been plugging this thing for years. Like, oh, look at this cool new find, this cool new gadget, when it's not really new. And that's not a big deal, but I'm mentioning it because this is still relevant. And I was going to show a different video with like many of these things, but it's kind of long and I want to show more variety. So you're going to have to trust me when I say that there are still videos being made featuring this thing.
Random Amazon summer find. This portable and wireless gadget will take any 12-ounce can from room temperature to ice cold in just 60 seconds, making it 240 times faster than a refrigerator. This gadget will never cause fizz or foam, and you no longer have to take around a heavy cooler with ice again.
Again, definition of a kind of useless gadget. Like, this is random crap. This is random crap. This is all plastic that will eventually break on you and you're not going to replace it, number one. Number two, we think it's cool and novel because it chills our drinks super cold. This kind of gadget makes it seem like there's drink emergencies. Like, we just have drink emergencies. Like, you truly do not need to have a gadget to cool your drinks in 90 seconds. Like, you don't need it. Your life will be fine without it. If you're at home, you have fridges and freezers. Or if you're like at a backyard barbecue or something, like you're doing a backyard thing, you have a cooler. If you're at a beach, you have a cooler, right? Those things exist. They'll keep things cold for hours. Even if all the ice dissolves, it'll keep it cold for hours. And not just one drink at a time, but many drinks at a time. You already probably have those things. Number two, she says that you do not need to have a cooler. Where are you getting your ice from? Where are you getting your ice from to spin your drinks if you're not in your house and you're out and about? This is not the solution that they think that it is. Don't fall for this. You already have stuff that you can use that's perfectly fine already. Don't fall for this gimmick. All right, I'm going to stop it there. I do have more. So if you would like to see a part 3 of Amazon Summer Must-Haves or a part 2 to the summer version, let me know, because we're still in summer. We're still being sold stuff all the time. Well, yeah, there's still lots of things being sold to us. There's still, like, the summer Amazon must-have videos are not ending. So let me know if you'd like to see more, because I think I thought that I would get to more than I was able to. So, like, I had more videos lined up to show you that the table The cooler table. That's $150. That's in everybody's summer must-have videos. I don't know why people are so obsessed with coolers. We have more we could talk about. Let me know if you want to see more. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you back around here soon. Okay.